Yo, Raider Nation, you ready for a day that's gonna hit you right in the feels? The NFL's cooking with gas in Las Vegas, and I've got 4 scorching updates that'll keep you glued to your screen. We've got roster moves sparking major buzz, a future plan that could flip the script, an offensive overhaul that's got us dreaming big, and a reaction from our star that's pure silver and black pride. Which of these is gonna fire up your faith in the team the most? Grab a seat, smash that like button, and let's dive into the news. Raider Nation, brace yourself, because the Raiders offense is getting stacked. Yesterday, the team signed wide receiver Colin Johnson, a 6-year NFL vet who's ready to fight for a spot. He's coming off 2 seasons with the Bears, where he worked with our new receivers coach, Chris Beatty. Sounds like a savvy move, right? But hold up, the competition's fierce. Johnson's on his 4th team, having bounced from the Jaguars to the Giants, proving he can hang in tough rosters. But here, he's got a mountain to climb. The Raiders drafted Jack Beck in the 2nd round and Dante Thornton Jr. in the 4th. 2 rookie receivers already turning heads. Plus, there's quarterback Tommy Mellott, a 6th round pick who might switch to receiver. And it doesn't stop there. Kyle Phillips, who knows offensive coordinator Chip Kelly from UCLA, is in the mix too. With Jacoby Myers and Trey Tucker locked in, there's maybe 1 or 2 spots left on the 53-man roster. At 6'6" with veteran savvy, Johnson could be a red zone weapon, but his career stats, 53 catches over 5 years, have some fans skeptical. Social media's buzzing, with some saying he's a sleeper and others calling him practice squad material. This move screams that GM John Spytek and coach Pete Carroll are dead serious about building a deep competitive offense. But does Johnson have the juice to outshine this wave of young talent? Or is this signing just a head fake for something bigger? The impact might be small now, but in preseason every snap will matter. Fans on X are already sounding off. If he doesn't ball out in camp, he's toast. While we're piecing this puzzle together, hold tight, because the next topic is going to have you rethinking our defense's future. While we're losing it over the offense, Raider Nation, let's talk about a future plan that's giving us chills. Dayton Brugler from The Athletic dropped a bombshell. He's projecting the Raiders to pick 7th overall in the 2026 draft, with their sights set on Ohio State's star defensive back Caleb Downs. Yup, the guy who was SEC Freshman of the Year at Alabama, a unanimous All-American, and Big Ten Defensive Back of the Year in 2024. Downs is so legit, he's in the Heisman convo for 2025. But is this good or bad news for us? Let's break it down. With Pete Carroll at the helm, the team's in rebuild mode. Some analysts think we're still not Super Bowl ready in 2025, landing us a high draft pick. Picking 7th isn't exactly the dream, since it means no playoffs and fans on X are already venting. Another so-so season? I'm done! But if it happens, snagging Downs would be a home run. He's a versatile safety with elite instincts, lockdown coverage, and the chops to play nickel. He'd be the first top 10 safety since Jamal Adams in 2017. Here's the kicker. Our offensive coordinator, Chip Kelly, coached Downs at Ohio State in 2024. He knows this kid's a game changer. Picture Downs paired with Max Crosby and our young secondary, like 2025 draftee Darian Porter. That's a defense that'd make QB sweat. But there's a catch. Drafting a safety that high is a gamble. Do we need a shutdown corner or a franchise QB more? Fans are split, with some hyping Downs as the guy to fix our secondary and others stressing over another year missing the postseason. This projection sparks a big question. Do we want a star like Downs or a season that takes us deeper? Spytek and Carroll are playing the long game, but Raider Nation's feeling the heat now. And speaking of heat, buckle up, because the next topic is going to make you hyped about where our offense is headed. Raider Nation, if you thought the offense was just warming up, check this out. The 2025 draft turned our attack into a beast in the making. New GM John Spytek went all in, using 7 of 11 picks to beef up the offense. After a 2024 season where we struggled to move the ball, this plan's got fans dreaming big. And the best part? It all starts with a bold trade and a pick that's got Pete Carroll's fingerprints all over it. Want to know how this changes everything? Hang on, because the impact's massive. Before the draft, Spytek showed guts by bringing in Geno Smith, a QB Carroll knows well from their Seahawks days. With the quarterback spot locked, the door was open to fix other holes. And at pick 6 overall, the Raiders shocked everyone. Ashton Jeanty, the running back from Boise State. Yeah, an RB that early, despite other needs. But Jeanty's no ordinary back. He's a game wrecker with vision, burst, and the ability to carry the load. X lit up with some fans shouting, "Carroll's building a ground and pound attack," and others worrying, what about the defense? But Spytek wasn't done. He bolstered the O-line with Texas Tech's Caleb Rogers in the 3rd round and William & Mary's Charles Grant. Rogers is an athletic tackle with grit, while Grant brings versatility. These guys will protect Geno and pave the way for Jeanty. In the passing game, TCU's Jack Beck and Tennessee's Dante Thornton Jr. arrive with star potential. Beck is a speedster with sure hands, and Thornton's size makes him a red zone nightmare. Even Tommy Mellett, drafted as a QB, could become a gadget weapon. Add in some spice. This draft screams identity. Carroll wants a physical offense that dominates on the ground and catches defenses off guard through the air. In 2024, we lacked consistency, but now with Jeanty, a stronger line, and dynamic receivers, we can set the tempo. The risk? Overloading on offense might leave our defense vulnerable. Fans are pumped but cautious, with some on X saying, if we can't stop anyone, what's the point of running? Spytek's betting big, and 2025 will show if he nailed it. And speaking of nailing it, the next bit's gonna make you even prouder of our squad. Raider Nation, if the offense is on fire, now's the time to feel that silver and black pride surge. The 2025 draft, led by GM John Spytek, is being hailed as one of the best in recent Raiders history, and our warrior Max Crosby is all in. On the latest episode of his podcast, The Rush, he showered the front office with praise and dropped a line that sent X into a frenzy. This draft is the start of something special. Want to know why he's so fired up? Stick with me, cause this is pure fuel for the hype train. Spytek delivered a class headline by running back Ashton Jeanty and capped by linebacker Cody Lindenberg. With standouts like corner Darian Porter and receivers Jack Beck and Dante Thornton Jr., the media's giving high grades. But it was Crosby's take that hit home. He said this draft isn't just about talent, it's about heart. Spytek brought in guys who love football and fit our culture, he said. He loved how the front office targeted players with a winner's mentality, not just stats. That's the Raider way. Crosby also spotted a trend. Spytek and Carroll are chasing players who echo the Seahawks' legendary defenses. He pointed to Porter, a 6'4" corner who ran a 4.3, as the kind of tall, fast, physical guy Carroll used to mold in Seattle. On offense, it's the same vibe. Jeanty and the new O-line scream run first football. X is buzzing, with some fans saying this is the draft to get us to the playoffs, while others wonder, what if the rookies don't deliver right away? The impact goes beyond 2025. Spytek, who's built championship rosters before, is laying the foundation for a dominant team. Crosby, who's lived through rough drafts, sees this class as a game changer, but the pressure's real. If Jeanty doesn't pop or the defense doesn't step up, the haters will pounce. For now, Raider Nation's riding high, and Crosby summed it up. This is how you cook in Vegas. Hold up, because the next part's gonna make you pick a side in the debate. Raider Nation, what a wild day. Colin Johnson scrapping for a spot on offense, Caleb Downs projected as our defensive future, a draft that's reshaping our attack, and Max Crosby hyping Spytek's vision. But here's the real talk. Will these moves get us to the playoffs, or are they just hype? Is Jeanty the guy to carry the load, or do we need more on defense? And Downs in the top 10, worth the risk? I want to hear from you. Is this the Raiders' revival, or another year of almost? Drop your take in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe so you don't miss a thing.